Hey guys, welcome to another recap from New Zealand's biggest gap year, where a few years ago, Robin and I did an epic challenge around New Zealand, doing 365 activities in 365 days. And in today's episode, it's day 196, and we are hopping on the Mount Cook Experience's scenic flight called the Mount Cook 360 flight to see the awesome Mount Cook and glacier landscapes of the Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. So check out the video to see what the experience is like, and at the end of the video I'm going to be going through some of the comments and questions you guys had when we published the video the first time around. So I'll join you at the end.
Today we are... Oh wait, Laura is getting distracted. Alright, now she gets that out of her system. Today we are arriving at Mount Cook Airport for the third time in a row. There is no way we're getting enough of those stunning views, and this time we are about to do a 360-degree flight around beautiful Mount Cook, the tallest mountain of New Zealand.
We're joining in-flight experiences to see some of the highlights of Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. So to do this, we're getting into a very small plane where we can literally feel every single movement inside it. It's such a novelty to us. And we are joining our pilot, Isaac, who is going to be taking us around the park. The Mount Cook National Park is the area surrounding New Zealand's highest mountain, which is Aoraki Mount Cook. It reaches up to 3,724 meters high, or in feet that's 12,349. And it pierces into the sky, it's super prominent, and the area around it holds some of the most majestic scenery in New Zealand.
The flight starts above the beautiful braided rivers which are fed by the Tasman Lake. Those braided rivers create some really intricate pattern on the floor, and you can only understand the entire scale of it by actually seeing them from above. Then we are reaching the beautiful Tasman Lake, which is fed by the Tasman Glacier. The Tasman Lake is one of the most iconic lakes in New Zealand. Its milky blue color makes it super easily recognizable amongst every other lake in the country. And this color comes from rock flour, which is basically rock that have been grinded into a very thin paste by the Tasman Glacier. It then deposits in the lake and creates this amazing color. And we are slowly making our way even closer to the Southern Alps. We start finally seeing those snowy peaks and start approaching the 23 kilometers long glacier, which is this massive giant. The views of all the glaciers of the Southern Alps, as well as all the snowy peaks of the Southern Alps, are unparalleled during this flight. There is no other way to get a feel of the impressive size of this gigantic mountain range.
As we reach the top of the Tasman Glacier, we can actually see the point where we landed on the glacier yesterday in a ski plane, so make sure to check out that video as well. But the Tasman Glacier isn't the only glacier here in the Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. In fact, 8 out of the 12 largest glaciers in New Zealand are right here in Aoraki Mount Cook. From the top of the Tasman Glacier, we then start to circle around the highest peak, which is Aoraki Mount Cook. And then we cross a section of the Southern Alps called the Divide, named because it actually is the divide between the east coast of New Zealand and the west coast. And once we cross the divide, we can see a very distinct change in the weather, which is actually really funny because on the west coast, it is infamous for having bad weather. We can see that right now with all the clouds around us.
One of the really cool features that I can't wait to see during this flight is the Fox and Franz Josef Glacier. Believe it or not, we were there 3 months ago already. It's incredible how time flies when you do 365 activities in only 365 days. We keep ourselves super busy. And we get to see those two glaciers in a whole different angle. We only flew very far away from the Franz Josef Glacier when doing our skydive, but we haven't seen them from above. So it's really cool to see it from the top of their neve. Our pilot Isaac is in love with the Southern Alps. He talks with so much passion about all the geological features of the area. It's incredible the wealth of knowledge that he's sharing with us in such a short flight. We are now looping back and making our way back toward the Mount Cook Airport via Hooker Valley. This is a great way to get a different perspective of the whole area as well, but this by no means that we're not going to be seeing the Tasman Lake because it's such a prominent feature, there is no way around it. We'll see this beautiful turquoise lake once more. I just can't get enough of the beautiful Tasman Lake. We can see the massive icebergs from above, and we can even spot a tiny boat which next to the iceberg looks really small, making the whole thing come into perspective and wowing us once more. Needless to say that Laura is glued to her camera for the entire flight. Even when we are approaching landing, she's still taking some pictures of the area because she just can't get enough of those stunning views.
The Mount Cook 360 flight is definitely one of the more affordable flights here in Aoraki Mount Cook and one of the quickest ways to see all the major highlights of the national park. Landing back in Mount Cook Airport is a bittersweet moment for us. Although we had such an epic time flying around the Southern Alps, it's a bit of a sad moment because this is our final activity here in the national park. Tomorrow we are heading to the Lake Tekapo area for its picturesque views and its world-famous springs. So join us then. Alright guys, I hope you found that video entertaining and useful to see what it's actually like to do that Mount Cook 360 flight around the Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. I'm going to go through some of the comments and questions you guys had from the first time that we published the video. Alright, so we had Chasing Adeline saying, "That is so cool, nice way to see Mount Cook. I like how you put all the GoPro outside of the plane. Amazing views, love it." Nice comment. We also had Philippe Louis saying, "Really awesome video, thanks a lot for sharing. What month was it exactly? Best regards." So the month that we did this experience was December, so that is during New Zealand summertime, and that's the first month of summer during New Zealand. We also had Kristen Smith saying, "What outfitter did you use for the heli hike?" So if you see, it's either the previous video or the video before that, we did the Mount Cook Glacier heli hike, and we used Mount Cook Glacier Guiding. They're also the same company as In-Flight Experiences, which we actually used to do this Mount Cook 360 flight as well. They're all found in the same building, the Mount Cook Airport. So that's where you can find all those companies if you head over to Mount Cook, and they have all the helicopter and heli hiking experiences there at Mount Cook Airport. There are more experiences that you can find at Glentana Airport, which is just outside of Mount Cook, if you wanted to compare with some other companies. But yeah, just for what we used In-Flight Experiences. And also we have a comment from ABCDFGHIJKLMNOP. That's actually their username. "How much does this cost?" Okay. So at the time of recording this video right now, the cost is 249 New Zealand dollars. So that's what it is right now, and that price has actually gone up since we did that video a few years back. It was around, I think, 160 New Zealand dollars. So that just goes to show that prices are changing quite often in New Zealand, and they could change, from the time that we are filming this video right now. But yeah, at the time of recording this, 249 New Zealand dollars. Alright guys, I hope you found that video useful. If you have any comments or questions of your own, you can put them in the comment section below. Click like to say thanks for the hard work that we do here on this channel. And you can also join us for one of our live Q&A sessions, which we do every single Sunday at 8 AM New Zealand time. And we go through your New Zealand travel questions live, so we can answer those questions for you directly, and it's always a good fun to do. And also there's always nzpocketguide.com, which is our website and our Bible of traveling in New Zealand. It has all that free information for you guys to enjoy, so head over there for more info. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.